Welcome. An introduction was already given in the media about this liquid digital medicine preparation technique, which is also called as emergency medicine. Now we will elaborate this topic and explain the logic behind it. We'll start with the periodic table first, as this is the base of the complete technology. In the periodic table, each element at the above has its atomic number and the lower side contains its atomic weight. For example, the first element of the periodic table is hydrogen, whose atomic number is 1 and atomic weight is 1.0078. Now let's treat this atomic weight as frequency. To understand this, we'll take the example of radio. To listen the desired audio on the radio, we need to tune the frequency of radio FM at 90 and listen to the audio aired at the channel. Similarly, we will now try to explain another way by taking the example of a simple sample blood tested in a machine. The machine identifies the periodic based elements like iron, copper, zinc, sodium, etc. But now the question arises, how does a machine identify which does not have a tongue of its own to taste the elements? Here comes the answer of radio frequency, hence the atomic weight comes in picture. Atomic weight acts as a frequency. Now this frequency needs to be given polarity, either positive or negative. We will take another example to understand the polarity effect. A water can be heated, which is called positive polarity, and if the water is kept in the fridge to cool, then it is called negative polarity. Similarly, a special technique is used to change the polarity of the frequency. Then we have to set the intensity of frequency. To explain this aspect, we will take an example of mathematics. Whenever we want an equation whose result should be 0, all we need to do is place positive 1 on the one side and negative 1 on the other side. Similarly, if the disease has been negatively or positively charged, then the frequency needs to be charged with opposite intensity number by a special technique. Now comes the location where the liquid has to hit in the body. Therefore, a question arises where it is now, which gives rise to another question, how to trace. Here comes in the picture of computer port of TCP IP. Hence, we will take an example of smart mobile where IMEI acts as a location identifier and WhatsApp or Yahoo or Gmail acts as a port of communication. Similarly, frequency has to trace and communicate with disease, and that parameters are added by a special technique called Takaraj. To make the above contents to work, we need volts and amps of electricity. In simple words, volts are required to start a process and amps are required to run the process to a time limit of approximately 20 minutes. But to maintain the volts and amps in the medicine, DC volts has been added. To understand this logic, we take a wooden furniture and hit it. It hits back without breaking because it contains some stored energy which is nothing but DC energy of that wooden furniture. If that energy is not there, it starts to decompose or gets attacked by external termites and other organisms of air. Now we will talk about human body communication. After inducing the medicine in the human body, brain decodes the technique and attacks the enemies or diseases. But brain communicates with the organs of body first before utilizing this induced medicine. Therefore, for which we have used 16 elements of periodic table, similarly to TCP or IP 16-bit bus module. Now let us understand what this bus means in computer technology. Bus is nothing but number of lines bundled together to form some alphabet. Let us understand by an example. An 8-bit bus have 8 wired lines. Similarly, 16-bit bus have 16 wired lines. These lines has to be connected and converted into digital format. Now comes another question of what these digital means. This is a logic of electricity. To utilize electricity, a switch is used to on or off the current. That's what it is. In 8-bit bus, Each circuit is either kept in on mode or off mode at a given instant to form a symbol. For example, if all lines are kept as on at once, let's call it a symbol X. And if any four lines are switched off instantly at once, let's call it as Y symbol. Similarly, in 16-bit bus, the lines are kept on off. Similarly, in 16-bit bus, the lines are kept on and off mode. Hence, the 16-bit bus which we have selected needs to be set in a special manner with respect to bring. Therefore, we need to manipulate each line on signal of electricity and special technology and set the frequency, polarity, intensity of each on wired line. These 16-bit bus lines, to make them communicate, we need connecting sockets on both sides. Both body already have many enzymes to communicate with itself, and medicine which were and medicine which were trying to communicate does not have those enzymes. Therefore, to bring communication between medicine and body organs, the concept of sockets comes up, and since we are using computer technology concept, it is called as ports. Hence, we have to select the elements of periodic table. To fill the 16-bit bus lines, we have to understand plant nutrients and fertilizers technology, which talks about the macronutrients and micronutrients of periodic table elements, which are essential for a plant to grow. Therefore, based on our research, we have selected 16 elements of periodic table on which our body basically stands. Though there are many nutrients available in body, thus inserted 16 element energies are converted through digital pattern into medicine liquid. Now that after getting these contents into medicine liquid, we need to add anti-disease to kill the disease. Hence, we need anti-energy with respect to disease by selecting special energy after converting into digital pattern charged with either positive or negative. Hence, without any side effect, the disease gets dead or ejected out in urine or stool by transforming the eaten up energy back to the body. Hence, due to this adapted sequencing and streamlining of a liquid similar to the electronic digital technology, we call it liquid digital medicine preparation technique through indigenous modes. Now, we will go after some few frequently asked questions. First one being, what is liquid digital medicine preparation technique? It consists of guidelines that can be applied to all fields of medical systems, and secondly, it also contains guidelines to develop a new type of medicine whose features are similar to electronic computer digital feature, which is extracted into liquid form, and this is a new invention. Second question, what quality or type of medicine it is? Either Ayurvedic or Unani or allopathy. This is a medicine developed from a living element which has energy. The energy is transformed and its parameters are changed into special digital computer format. The first medicine which we prepared is from vegetable kingdom foodstuffs and earth-based periodic table elements. The liquid contains digital pattern energy and nothing else. The next question, does this medicine have any side effect? The medicine have on and off signals and bundled together in liquid. Hence, it has no side effects. Next question, can these signals and elements be identified in a lab? Yes, it is lab testable, it's mergeable, and it's manageable too. What is the status? The next question, what is the status of the new invention? The invention has a copyright and a trademark with trade secret obtained from the government. The next question, what is the preparation of medicine called? It is called as Takaraj. Next question, does the government medical body approved of this invention? First of all, these are guidelines of new method and an invention. It got registered as copyright and trademark and is also certified by private testing labs for safe to use and availability of periodic elements in the liquid are provided that the guidelines by preparing the anti-clot medicine to treat a clotted blood in the patients, and we are developing the medicine as per Toilet and Medical Preparation Act. So no need of new act or geo, but as it consists of 10 educations requirement and the question of commercialization, the company have submitted all the documents to the invention department. Now the government has to decide which department this technology be placed. Thank you. Please be tuned and subscribe our channel to know further improvements. Thank you.